Hi, welcome back to Bulgarian Organic Smallholding. It's now 10:30 hours. It's August the 7th. The heat is relentless, sweating like pigs. I have 4 Workaway volunteers here at the moment. One from Russia, one from Germany, one from Holland, and one from the USA. And they're doing 2 projects. Well, 2 of them are working on one separate, 2 projects with 2 guys. 2 Workaways are working on this side of the property on 2 related projects, you could say, and others are working on the other part of the property on different projects. So I'm just going to swing around now and show you what we're up to and introduce the guys. Over and out for now. So, whoops, as he falls between the ladders. If you remember from the winter time when I made the film about the flooding down here, and there was a complete waterfall coming down this drainage trench that we dug, and the problem has been that now we're getting soil erosion, which I'll show you a little bit further around where the waterfall is, and Tim will just explain, run you through. Tim from Holland, the Netherlands, will just run you through the project that they're doing here. Over to you.
Yeah, for now we leveled this ditch here, but we need to make it deeper as well and get a little bit of a steeper slope in order to get that pipe over there inside the ditch. And then the idea of the pipe is that the pipe is gonna, how do you say that, drain the water out?
Yeah.
Over there, and then you don't lose all
the soil.
The soil on the edge.
So we're going to have an overlap. This pipe is 6 meters long. It's a specially manufactured drainage pipe. As far as I know, the minimum weight it will sustain is 20 ton, and it may be even higher. So you know, you could more or less drive a small tank over it. It won't have any problem. And so when you got this pipe in this trench, when you got the right level, we got the overhang. What are you going to do next?
We're going to put the rocks on top first, and then use that to secure the pipe. And then the soil, of course.
Yeah.
And that just makes it better.
Yeah.
Secure.
Probably pull it back with the mini digger and tamp it down. So that's that project, and hopefully, because with the amount of snow that we got in March and the very rapid melt, we got a lot of soil erosion down here. So we might have to put something, some retainer with some angle iron or something, just to hold, and put some rocks in here as well, just to stop us losing more. Because as I've explained to you in the past, this used to be a fish lake, and the dam broke here, as I say, 40-something years ago. Nobody knows, it seems to know exactly the date, and so it broke and left us with this nice waterfall, which is not so bad at the moment. But in the winter, after the snow melt and the heavy rains or whatever, it's a raging torrent, which you've seen. So, Shauna, say hello to the camera.
Hello, camera.
Hello, camera. The next project that they're working on, because you can only spend so much time in the sun, and then you need to get a little bit in the shade. It's a bit more shady here. So there used to be like a, well, it's our footpath. It's the way we come down with the dogs, and it's not so bad in the summer months, but in the winter it gets very muddy and very slippy, very dangerous. So they're going to build a path with old recycled tires. They're going to do 2 abreast, I think, and the idea is to ram them with earth, with a mallet, into the rims until they kind of inflate, and then fill the center part with soil, and then we'll use the trambovka, the whacker plate, to tamp it down and push it out. And so you'll get basically what you'll end up with is 2 tires side by side, obviously if you can try and get the same size, and the next ones will overlap about halfway and will go up and up. You can also make a curve and maybe I'll paint the fronts of them white or make them look nice, whatever. So during the winter we'll have some nice steps to walk up. Timo's been down with the JCB mini digger earlier today to soften it up a bit for them, chew it up. But you can see the size of the rocks and stuff. So there you have it. I don't know. Maybe it's interesting, maybe it's not interesting. We'll come back maybe tomorrow. We have some progress. It's just cleared all the weeds off here with the brush cutter. And that's it. So as I usually ask, please subscribe. I never know which side the wolf it is, to that side or that side, but it's there. I do need subscriptions. I haven't had a drink. It sounds like I have. I'm totally dehydrated. I'm having to knock back now about 4 liters of water a day. I'm usually like half a cup a day and 6 beers guy, but totally dehydrated. So there you have it. Till the next time. Over and out for now. Hi, welcome back to Bulgarian Organic Smallholding. Part 2 of the soil erosion water irrigation project that showed you yesterday. I was away for most of the day on a logistic run to Burgas, because to feed 7 people is a logistic headache sometimes, but anyway, it's working out. So it's now around 11:15. The sun is way up high overhead. It's hot and sticky. So I'll swing around and show you what the guys and the girls have done. So I'm very pleased with this. I must admit, it looks very Roman to me, but it's a work of art. Look at that brickwork. So they got the pipe in. They've done their stonework, and of course they're not using any cement, concrete. It's just earth, and they've filled it all the way down here. So there's your overhang now. So they're now filling round here where obviously the soil had been eroded before. We might have an idea to use a board or something to try and hold it back a little bit, but we'll see how it goes on. So take a bow, guys. I think it's a really good job. Hope you enjoyed doing it. You need to look at the camera. Okay, over and out for now. Signing off. Till the next time. Ciao. So just to finish off this project, it is 99.999% finished. Swing around. Timo came in yesterday evening with the mini digger JCB just to level out. So this is where we used to come across these ramps. Now we have a nice firm platform. Next time it rains, it will sort the soil out. The overflow, as I wanted it, is now hanging over where the soil erosion was getting bad. There's still, maybe this is the last part, is to backfill here with some more rocks. We just put a retaining board in on a temporary basis. That'll eventually rot away, but hopefully the rocks will stay firm and the soil, and that's the job done. So well done, team, very well done. The guys at the moment are in the field having to hand bring in this lucerne, because unfortunately, as you saw in the earlier clip, I had problems with the Russian tractor, the Soviet tractor, the UMZ, and I changed all the tires on it, and we got that fixed, and we thought, great, now we'll get the baler hitched up and we'll start to bale. But the baler is kaput, completely and utterly kaput, and Timo doesn't have time. We need to change some bearings, and he's got a job up in Varna now, so the guys are having to do it the old-fashioned way. I'll swing around. It's a long way away, I don't want to walk all the way up there. Basically, they're getting the hay, well, it's not hay, it's lucerne, getting it up by hand into the Iveco flatbed, and driving it then when it's full back round to the barn, to the storage barn, and storing it in there. So, you know, I'm lucky that I have these volunteers, these workaways at the moment, otherwise it would be a backbreaker for me. There's not only this field, there's the ryegrass field at the back of the house, and there is another big lucerne field in that direction, 2 or 3 kilometers, where the tractor tire went, and we're going to have to do that the hard way. I don't want to pay. It's not because I'm tight, it just doesn't make commercial sense to pay someone else to bring their baler in. They charge about 70 stotinki. Okay, 100 stotinki is a lev, which is 50 cents, so work it out for yourselves. Just to get a few bales of lucerne. It's the first cut of that field, so it's not going to be the best, but you know, it's still food for the animals. It has to be done. Otherwise, well, you can see beautiful weather here again, as usual. At this time of year, we've gone through the very bad rainy patch, but I don't want it to spoil. I can't risk it. So over and out for now. Hi, second part of the recycled tire path that also the volunteers are working on, and just to show you how far that they've got now. They're doing it themselves. I just told them basically what I wanted. They have poetic license to do it the way they want to do it. So as you can see, they've started and they're building it up, and they're up there and they have to go right to the very top. But unfortunately, as I showed earlier, I've had to take them away to bring in the lucerne and the ryegrass hay because the baler is kaput. So they will continue to build up, and then they will use this trambovka whacker plate, and on each tire tamp the soil in to make it nice and firm, and I should have a nice nice path to use during the winter months and not be slipping on my ass when it gets really muddy. So there you have it. I'll come back with the next stage if we get chance to finish this week. If not, it's not the end of life, you know. It's something, at least I didn't have it before, I have it now. So over and out for now. Please subscribe. Which way the wolf head is, I never know. Do need your subscriptions, and I thank you for watching. Over and out for now. Okay, just to finish off this project with the tire path, the recycled tires, I came out a little bit further away from it because the noise of the trambovka, the whacker plate, is a bit overpowering, but I'll just walk you in and walk past the camps down here. So this is one of my tents is being used by one of our volunteers to sleep in at the moment. It's nice down here in the shade. There's my setup over there with tarp and hammock, and where I cook the pig's zeppelin stew. And fire up, let's see it go. You see how it's coming along. Big machine. Have you got good vibrations?
Yeah.
Say hello to the camera.
Hello.
Wave to everybody in Hong Kong and Scotland. Okay, that was Jack, our latest arrival, Workaway, on his own at the moment, and so started out on this project. A guy named Tim from the Netherlands, Holland, Shauna from the USA, and Samuel from Germany. All three of them have now moved on to new countries, new hosts. They decide which way they're going to go, around the world or back home or whatever. And Jack's on his way back to the United Kingdom to start university from Hong Kong, but he flew to the UK first and then Italy and then travelled across, and now he's here. So just swing around, watch the girls. There's no finesse at the table for them. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to wrap that up basically because there isn't much to see, and I'm so far behind and overlapping with different films. So I just wanted to wrap that one up with that particular path tire recycling job. Still hot, very hot. It's about nearly coming up to 1500 hours. Bit of a breeze, but it's been relentless heat in the mid 30s, sometimes going up to the high 30s, and only a few drops of rain. Storms seem to bypass us. So anyway, that's all for now. See you the next time. Over and out.